Hello everyone and welcome to a game called Skinwalker. This is a game where you go into a spooky forest and you encounter some unwelcome visitors. This is a creepy game that is pretty old and I've been wanting to play it for a while. So, that's what we're going to do today. Let's get into it, shall we? Z is our action key. Yeah, directional and all that. The following story really happened. I saw it with my own eyes. Maybe it didn't happen as I saw it, but more on that later. We were all going out camping, me and my 3 friends from university. Let me introduce my friends. This is Darren. I would say he is the group he is our group of friends leader. Or actually, I would. He's the one that always gets us all out of the house and into the action. He's the first one to hit on that cute girl by the bar. He's the first one to jump from the roof into the swimming pool. According to himself, he was even more impulsive when he was a kid. I can only imagine his childhood, and how often he must have broken his leg, scraped his knees, or hit his head. Still, if it weren't for Darren, we wouldn't have half the amount of fun we have. This girl is Celeste. We've known each other since we were children. We met each other when she moved into the house next door when I was 7. My mom told me to go show her around the neighborhood, and after that, we were inseparable for years. She's a nice girl, although her health isn't the best. She has some kind of heart problem, which I forgot the name of. This forced her to be away from school during extended periods of time during her childhood. Because of this, until we start university, I was her only friend. Still, she never complained, and I've always seen her as a positive, happy girl. Next is me. I'm Joe, and the name implies I'm pretty normal. I don't have any overwhelmingly bad qualities, but on the other hand, I don't have any overwhelmingly good ones either. I live in this apartment, a short walk from my university. This is where us 4 friends usually gather before going out. This guy here, looking all relaxed on my bed, is Michael. He's my neighbor, living in the apartment next door. One day, while I had Celeste over, he just barged in. "Hey man, your place looks pretty nice. Mind if I join you for dinner?" he said. As you can imagine, he is pretty pushy. I don't think he realizes it himself. He came over several times after that day. After that, we somehow naturally became friends. So one day, Darren came up with this idea that we should go camping. Darren said his family had a cabin a little bit into the forest. So camping we went. It could be fun, right? Of course, me, Michael, and Celeste dislike the idea of staying in a cabin. It's a camping trip. We have to sleep in the wilderness, so Darren told us about the woods near the cabin. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. There we go. Okay. So Darren told us about the woods near the cabin. I don't remember much about the trip to the cabin. We joked around, took a few breaks, normal stuff. Either way, we drove up to the cabin, left the car there, we took a short break in the cabin, and set out into the wilderness. We went pretty far in. I can't say how far, in distance exactly, but it took several hours to get it to where we set up camp. The first day, we just screwed around. Nothing abnormal happened. But then... Am I moving? Oh, here we go. Okay. Z is action and space to move fast. Did you sleep well last night? Would you mind getting some water? Or I'll cook something up for us if you do. Alright, I have a mission. I cannot talk to this guy. Can I go back in the tent? No need to go in there right now. Okay, man. What's up, bro? If you barged in on me and asked me for dinner, I would have told you to get out of my house. I'm just saying that. Morning there. Or should I say good afternoon. Fix us some wood for the fire, will ya? Guess we actually need to do something today or we'll be starving. Right. How about you? How about you do that, Mr. Pushy Man? Why can't I talk to Darren, man? I mean, the other guy. I'm not sure. I already forgot all their names. I'm just Joe. I'll be Joe. I set out to gather wood for a new fire and water to cook with. Right. I can explore myself, you know. Oh, you're just gonna go. I need water or we won't be able to eat anything tonight. What was that sound? It doesn't sound like something you'd hear in a forest. There we go, a bucket of water. Now let's get the fuck out of here. I don't feel like exploring on that. You know what the name of this game is? It's Skinwalker. I ain't stepping into that. The sound stopped. I should have enough wood to make the fire last a while tonight. There's enough wood for the fire. Okay. We sure had a blast yesterday, didn't we? Yep, we did. My head hurts. Okay, man. What about you? You still not gonna talk to me? Still giving me the silent treatment? Poured water into the cooking pot. We can cook now. Alright, let's cook something up, shall we? I mean, in the last game I also had to collect wood, but I actually got to do that later that evening. This game's moving pretty fast. I don't even get to view the environment or do anything. Oh. What the hell is up with this fog? Every time I've been here before, there hasn't been any fog. Ever. No fog in the wilderness. It's time to go to sleep soon. We're all out of booze. Guess we have to go back to town tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that 4-hour trek. Maybe we shouldn't have gone so deep in. Haha. No, it's not that far, man. Right. It is really chilly outside for being in the middle of summer. Hey, anyone hear that sound? Yeah, now that you mention it. What is that? Sounds like something I didn't read the last part. Mentally? Haha, is that even a word? Are you stupid? Darren, shut the fuck up. Shut up, asshole. It's a word if I say so. It stopped. Maybe it was some kind of machine? Who the hell would go out hours from the nearest civilization in the middle of the night and start revving up some kind of weird machine? Chainsaw murderers. Who gives a shit? It's probably someone using a chainsaw. Exactly, chainsaw. Let's go to sleep. I'm tired. We're not gonna worry about the chainsaw murder guy. I'm sure that was no chainsaw. I wonder what it was. Yeah, I feel that. Sleepiness soon overtook everyone. But something woke you up a few hours later. In your half-awake state, you stumbled out of the tent. Why am I out here? I don't want to be out here. That's the last place I want to be. Darren, Michael, Celeste, is that you? The mist is even thicker than before. You can't see much. Oh, shit. What's over here? Nothing. I going in the direction of the machine? This way is the lake. The sound is coming from somewhere else. Is it coming from down here? Why do I want to go closer to this sound? I don't. I personally don't. I know what the name of this game is. I don't want to go closer to the weird ass sound in the Skinwalker game. Oh. Oh, I see. Michael, is that you? Say something, will you? Who are you? Whoa, stop right there. I have a knife. That ain't Michael. We ain't in Kansas no more. Shit. Wait, I'm not in control. I'm not in control. Why did you go this way? Okay, I can go back. Hey, wake up. There's something outside the tent. What? Ugh, I'm sure there is lots of squirrels and shit. Go back to sleep. Hey, is Michael here? Yeah, I'm here. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know, the thing outside looked like you. It probably was some animal. I don't think we have to worry about a fox or whatever. Take it easy and go back to sleep. Well, alright then. Maybe it was just some animal. But those sounds. A few minutes later. Okay, drop it. Whoever that is, I want sleep already. It wasn't me. Me neither. That didn't sound like any of our voices. Well, shit. Now I'm never gonna be able to sleep. Should we go outside and look? What if it's some crazy psycho with an axe? All the more reason to check it out. It's not like the tent is some kind of impenetrable fortress. Seriously, if that was one of you guys, tell me right now. This ain't funny anymore. Okay, everyone get out together and check it out. I ain't going alone. How about we just leave? We should have left before. What the heck is that? Someone was definitely here. Shit. Shit. Calm down, Celeste. We are 4 against 1 here. It'll be fine. What if the dude got some kind of weapon with him? I mean, he killed this little critter, didn't he? Michael's right. We gotta get the hell out of here. I can't just up and leave in the middle of the night. What about our stuff? Screw our stuff. I'm not staying here another minute. Fine, we'll leave. But at least bring the flashlight and some food and water. I think you're overreacting, though. We haven't even seen anyone. Still, someone or something left this dead creature here. We can't exactly go back to sleep with no worries. I guess you're right. I'll go get the flashlight. Everyone brings some stuff you think we might need. A couple of minutes later. Alright, let's go. You're not gonna comment on it, Joe? Come on. Do I walk back on the path that guy was in? I guess. It's so dark. At least it is still summer. It's not pitch black. This fog is really annoying. So are we gonna go to the cabin, right? I guess that's the plan. Did we all make it through? Bruh. Is one of us gonna not be there? A while later, it became obvious Darren had no idea where we were going. He was swearing and looking all around. If we would have gone down the other path, would it have changed? We had been walking for an awfully long now. Are you sure we are on the right path, Darren? I've walked this path hundreds of times. We are on the right path. I don't recognize anything from when we were walking to camp, though. I said we are on the right path. But as time went on, it became obvious that Darren had no idea where we were. Darren couldn't find the path. Maybe it was the fog, maybe the darkness, maybe something else. Either way, we were lost. I kept looking behind me. I was having that feeling where you think someone is watching or stalking you. I nearly tripped over Celeste when she fell. Yes. I took Celeste's hand and dragged her to her feet. It was getting even mistier. If not for the flashlight, I wouldn't even have an idea who she was. I recognized that tree. We're getting to the cabin. Alright, I had this feeling that something was watching me. My gut was screaming at me that something, somewhere, was wrong. I realized the sound from earlier was back, softer but still present. I started looking around, panicking. Did a head count, more accurately, a silhouette count. Me, Celeste, still holding my hand, Darren in the lead, Michael to the left. Who the heck was that guy besides Michael? My grip on Celeste's hand tightened and I quickened my pace. I thought about shouting out, but was worried. If I did, maybe the thing would turn around and jump Michael or something. I didn't know what to do. I ran my fingers along my knife I brought from camp. Then the cabin appeared out of nowhere. The mist was starting to disintegrate around us. It was easier to make out who everyone was now. I looked at the thing next to Michael. She looked just like Celeste. The thing whose hand I was holding leaned in front of me. It wasn't Celeste. I should have ran or screamed, but my body was clenched up for no reason. The thing turned and walked into the mist. I caught up with the others as they entered the cabin, practically in tears. They couldn't find the car and were arguing about where we put it. I told them what I saw. Obviously, they didn't believe me. Still, everyone hurried inside and locked the door. He followed us here. He really wants something from us. He doesn't seem to have anything to break the door down with, though. What the hell does he want with us? Hell if I know. Ask him. Hey, don't touch the door. I was just gonna... It's a sturdy door. We'll be alright, won't we? Won't it? She's breathing quite heavily. Uh-oh. We're safe here. It's cool, man. I don't know about that. Nothing useful inside. Did he go away? Feel for the fireplace. I don't have any matches, though. Shit, the bastard hit the breaker. But he can't get in, right? Yeah. Celeste. Is he just trying to scare us? Take it easy. Wait. What the fuck? I'm starting to believe what you said you saw earlier. Where'd Celeste go? It's fine. He's just trying to scare us. Bro. No, where did Celeste go? A bench made of a big tree trunk. A table. Oh, I don't have any saves, do I? A couple of books and a board game. And a window. Oh, Celeste? Is that you? Nothing useful. She seems to be hyperventilating. It's alright, Celeste. The door's locked and it's the only way in. We're safe here. No response. Maybe I could get her a bag or something. Who is that? Oh, fuck. Come on. There has to be something of use in here. Very simple kitchen. Various tableware. We played some cards here before going out camping. We're safe here, it's cool, man. Wait a minute, weren't you... What the fuck? Weren't you up here? Where's Darren? Where's anybody? You saw something looking like me? The fuck? Something weird shit's going on here. Suddenly a strong sense of nausea hit me. There was something in the air. I could feel a horror overtaking me again. A couple of books. What the fuck's going on? This kind of sucks, man. I can't leave. Wait. Fuck. Celeste? Darren? Can't get up. Wait a minute. Why are you up? That's not Celeste. Various tableware. Right. But what the fuck's going on, man? Why can't I get past this area? Why can't I get past this area? What the fuck? My head is splitting apart. Ugh, I really want to lie down, but I have to make sure everyone is safe. Ah! Can't get up. Where are you, Darren? The other guy. Finally. I don't feel so good. Better not touch it. Bruh, pull him inside the cabin further with the other two. I couldn't take anymore. I had to lie down. I couldn't sleep. I wouldn't have, even if I could. I just wanted to rest. I waited for the world to stop spinning. I looked out the window. There was someone in the tree. I stared back, not able to register what was going on. I quickly pulled the blinds down. Celeste came through the door. She looked pale and disheveled. I dragged her to the bed and laid her down. She was gasping for air, as if something was suffocating her. Eventually, her breathing became more regular. I asked where the others were. She shrugged. The room had left, spinning a bit, but I felt far from good. Suddenly, a voice could be heard from the locked door. What was worse, though, was that it was Celeste's voice. Let me in, let me in, let me in, God, let me in there! I immediately pulled my knife and placed it at Celeste, lying on the bed. Her eyes grew wide with shock and alarm, but they could have been faked. What are you doing? No, I'm the real one. The one Out there, that's the imposter. I was kind of in a trance, unsure what to do, and staring down at her. Maybe I would have stabbed her if the voice at the door hadn't changed into some low, deep, guttural voice. Then it became high-pitched, like a little girl's. I pulled my knife away. I snapped out of the trance. Now that the nausea was returning, I got to the door and opened it. There was nothing there but a trail of black liquid. Oh, I can't. Suddenly I got this feeling that it might not be a good idea to go outside. I did not go outside. I decided to not go outside. Suddenly I got this sinking feeling in my stomach, like something was seriously out of place. I couldn't place the reason, but I would soon find out. Recently shot to death, Darren was lying on the floor. I could see the wounds from the shotgun. Celeste was dead, lying in a pool of blood on the floor. It looked like she had been shot. Panic started flowing through every vein in my body. Michael was lying on the floor, shot to death. How I know he was shot to death? Just a feeling. Suddenly I realized there was really someone outside. No, the shotgun, how tempting it had been. I had been looking for the right moment for a long time. The right moment for what, you ask? Why, the right moment to kill my friends, obviously. What else? The shotgun. Oh, how tempting you had been. I just had to do it. Always taking me for granted, those bastards. Just because I'm nothing special. This would teach them not to mess with me. They can't mess with you anymore. I got the bat in. Okay. Don't help random strangers in the woods when you trip over them. That's what I'm getting from this. Maybe I should have gone outside. I don't know. There's no way for me to save, so I have to play the whole game again, I think. So if this was based on a true story, and you're remembering it exactly how it happened, then, you just confessed to murdering 3 people, is what I'm gonna say. I see someone following behind right there. You see that? You see that, motherfucker? I see that. Ah, I didn't see that last time. Now I see it. Piece of shit. No, we're not fucking helping that. No. She shook her head and got to her feet. The ground was getting muddy. It was getting even mistier. If not for the flashlight, I wouldn't have any idea who she was. But you don't. I mean, the same thing kinda happened, so I wonder what's gonna be different. Oh, he got the shotgun. Shoot. He will kill us. Shoot him. Huh? What? Shoot! Shoot now! Nobody said a word for what felt like an hour. Finally, Michael slowly walked towards the door and opened it. What they saw sent them all into shock. It was Joe. The Joe inside the cabin started laughing. Silently at first, then louder and louder, until everyone had to cover their ears. That was when everybody realized they had made a mistake. The Joe outside the door was the real Joe. Bad end. What? How do I get the good end? What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me? Okay. Fuck. Okay. We're gonna figure this out, I promise. So, just give me a minute. Okay. I'm back here. I'll go look around. Wait here. Oh yeah, then this happened. I forgot about it. But I'm gonna go outside this time. That thing was nowhere to be seen. Just as I was turning around, I took a look at the roof. There it was. It was so close to the corner, about to turn. It looked like an albino male with really long limbs. He had fingers instead of toes, and all 20 of them were elongated. He was facing away from me. Suddenly, the head swiveled 180 degrees, and he stared at me. I started choking up, as if suffocated. It was hard to breathe. The thing opened its mouth slowly and deliberately. I thought it was going to devour me when its tongue snaked out. On the tip of the tongue was my face, like a tumor. Eyes closed, lips upturned into some psycho smile. There's a legend somewhere that when you see a doppelganger, you die. I thought of that legend, but then the creature rounded the corner and it was gone. I lost it and followed, vision hazy. My heartbeat suddenly seemed ear-splitting to me. I was stumbling because my legs seemed unable to coordinate. Suddenly I stumbled forward and toppled down. Once I lay there, face down on the grass, my body just seemed to shut down. I couldn't move. I couldn't even turn my head. There was something dripping on my back. My eyelids seemed heavy and started closing out of their own accords. I saw white feet with long fingers or toes step up into view. When my eyes opened, Celeste was shaking me. She was on the brink of tears and her voice was cracking. Get up, that bastard was in your skin. My head hurt. I was about to ask her what happened when she started pulling me backwards towards the door. We toppled out and stumbled towards Darren's car, which was parked in a different location from when I remembered. I was glad to be alive. The mist had stopped completely. Celeste was downright crying now. She pushed me into the back seat. That's when I noticed. I was wearing different clothes from when I lost consciousness. Michael was there, huddled up and face buried in his knees. Some clothes, stained with blood, were beside him. They were mine. Darren immediately stepped on the pedal, but nothing happened. He swore and did it again. I noticed Celeste was armed with a shotgun from the cabin. I asked him what was going on. The thing joined us. He looked just like you. We got out of the house and found the car. We were halfway down the road, then Michael started screaming. I looked at Michael. He had a glazed over look in his eyes. The thing burst out of your clothes and jumped out of the car. Michael had the shotgun. He was firing out the window. We saw the thing run all the way back to the house in the freaking lightest speed. It was in my skin? Yeah. I looked down at myself. I wondered if I had been possessed or if worse. The thing had cut off my skin and wore it as a coat. I shuddered at the thought of something crawling around in my skin. I asked Michael if he was alright. The thing talked to me. I asked about what it didn't respond. I realized he was sobbing. The car jolted into motion. Darren first pumped as the car started accelerating. I turned back towards the cabin and saw the albino thing standing on the roof of the house watching us. I shuddered and turned back to Celeste, and Celeste screamed. The thing was in front of the car on the windshield. It opened its mouth and my tongue face slithered out. Celeste fired the shotgun. The glass shattered, and it was thrown backwards. Darren shrieked, and I saw blood coming from his face. Something pierced my hand, and I realized it was glass. The car skidded to a stop. The car doors opened. Without a discernible reason, and I fell out. The thing lay across us from me, eyes open as if it were sleeping. I wish I could close my eyes. Its mouth hung open and I saw myself again emerging. I didn't move or say anything because I couldn't. My face looked at me and started to talk. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to be you. It repeated over and over again. It was coming close to me. I wondered if it was going to bite me to death. And then eyes shot open and I realized it was going to kiss me. I managed to regain some control and instinctively twist it back from it. I guess that's what that was what saved me. There was a sound like an explosion and blood splattered out of the thing. Celeste was standing over it. Her face and body were bleeding, and she had this spaced out psychopathic look in her eye. She had just fired the shotgun. My face looked directly at me. I am you, it whispered. She fired again, and I saw my own face begin rotting into nothing more than a skeleton in front of me. The thing's head lowered open. That's the best word I can find to describe it. Its head kind of split and split again, peeling away. I saw faces, lots of them, all on the inside of its head. I think I saw Celeste and Michael's faces. They were whispering something unintelligible. In the center, where the brain should be, there was a single red, cat-like eye that was rotating in its socket. It was producing the mechanical drowning sound. Celeste filed one last time. The thing sort of withered away, becoming wrinkled and smaller and rotten until it just disappeared. Celeste dropped the shotgun. I started twitching and spasming as control of my body returned to me. Eventually I stood up. We got into the car, silently. Darren was bleeding too, but no one said anything. We drove back to the city in silence. We explained away the damaged car as being attacked by some crazy thieves. We had ourselves patched up. Michael was still in shock-like state. I heard he was like that for a while. When I asked him what he thought of the incident later, he denied it ever happened, with a compelling conviction. His eyes looked dead, and he had lost weight. I don't know if he forced himself to not remember, or if he genuinely knows nothing of it. I know what I saw, but I can't remember the exact place. It has been 2 months now. We still refrain from talking about it. If you were expecting some huge twist or something, you'll be disappointed. I still don't know what we met out there. I don't want to know, actually. I still have nightmares about my own face shouting, I am you. One thing I do know, though, is I'm never going camping, ever again. End. So there's just 2 bad endings and no good endings. Just end. I mean, how can you get a good end out of this situation anyway? I mean, everybody got out of there semi-alive, but mentally stable, we did not. So I think that's all that we have for this game, Skinwalker. There wasn't really much in the gameplay element. It was just reading a lot and checking to see if your friends are okay, even though you were the imposter the whole time, which was the huge twisting point. I would say it's unsettling, yes. It didn't really scare me. I can't remember if I were actually scared at any point. It was just creepy. It was a good kind of creepy, and I enjoyed it. I just wish there was a save button, but it's okay. It's okay. It made up for it. I had to play the game 3 times, and I'm fine with that. If I had to play the game like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 times, then I wouldn't be fine with that. But 3 times is a fair amount of times to play a game for all the endings. So, um, anyway, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye-bye.